Прво, дека ова ќе е единствено пролонгирање и нема да има ново барање од нив за пролонгирање изразено во било која форма.
And when Commissioner Hahn says the quality of the election is as important as the date, he doesn't just speak for the European Commission, he speaks for all of us. And when the statement said, if people play by the rules, if they work hard, there can be credible elections. Listen to that word if. Succeed. But success means democratic values. And the credibility of whether those democratic values are operating is far from assured at this point we speak. It isn't just the date, it's the quality of the elections.
Второ, дека до изборите на 5 јуни повеќе нема да има разноразни преговори за организирањето на изборите.
But I want to be very clear, that's not the position of the European Union, it's not the position of the United States, and it's not the position of myself and my fellow member of the European Parliament mediators. We think the parties should be talking with each other.
Трето, дека нема да има поставување на никакви нови услови за одржување на изборите на 5 јуни, вклучувајќи го и законот за медиумите.
Let's be very clear, there was no commitment of any kind from the European Union or the United States about an assessment or not an assessment. What was said, and it's written down by the US ambassador, but with the agreement of the European Union, is that if all parties work hard and if all parties play by the rules, then the elections on the 5th of June, we think there can be no reason why they should not be credible. But the word if is clear there. It's contingent on what the parties do and how they deport themselves. When it comes to media reform, that statement did not say that there was any agreement that media reform was off the table. And indeed, and we're aware of this, there was an agreed question at the press conference last night about media reform, and the United States, speaking on behalf of the European Union and all of us, replied that media reform continues to be part of the electoral process.
И четврто, нема да има нови проценки за тоа дали земјата е подготвена или не за избори од страна на Европската Унија и САД.
But the European Parliament will be present here during the course of the election period as well as the election day, whenever it is. And it will be assessing whether the media has given fair coverage, whether the electoral code is fully upheld, whether there is a genuine democratic fair choice, a genuine prospect for power to be transferred, if that's the will of the people, now are done in the State Election Commission and also in relation to media reform, then the international community will judge these elections. It will do so. And every party in this country has to understand that. There were talks between Mr. Ameti and Mr. Gruevski, and then there was a unilateral decision from the parties in the government and not in the opposition. And the MEPs are saying quite clearly on the record today in Skopje, in a statement lodged in Brussels, we regret that missed opportunity. How will we assess it? We will assess it in relation to whether there has been a genuine choice with a genuine ability of people to hear, to see, to assess the different arguments through the media. I'm afraid the agony is only postponed. What happened yesterday is that there was a one-sided agreement only by the parties in government, Dewey and Vimro, to postpone the elections, and so there wasn't cross-party agreement with the opposition SDSM and all parties in the Parliament. And the issue is, what is in the Prigeno agreement? And the Brezhnev Agreement, for example, said media reforms to be agreed between the parties by August last year. August last year. Now both those dates have gone and there are no agreed media reforms. And then I defy anyone to tell me that that wording has been yet upheld.
Извршниот комитет на ВМРО ДПМН донесе одлука за поместување на изборниот ден од 24 април за 5 јуни.